And my husband
Okay.
also is part of this, but he's not here because he's doing other assignments. So can I meet you?
Yes, ma'am. Simon Onimowo Grace by name, and I'm from Benue State, but I reside in Kano State. And also, I'm a student of the Federal University Dusema. I'm a 200 level student of the study of food science and technology, ma.
Lovely to meet you. Thank you. So can you
Very
just share
nice,
your
ma.
salvation experience with me? Are you born again? And
Yes, ma, I am.
beautiful. So can you share your salvation experience with me?
Okay. Well, it was during a youth gathering in our church like 2 years back, and though I can't remember the month or the year, like 2 years back when the gathering of youth, and that was when they came out for altar call, and I was among the people that came out for the altar call. That was it, ma.
Thank you so much for that. So, the book, The Purpose Driven Life, you read it with some other people, the episode 9 reading of the book. So,
Yes.
so far from the book, what have you learned? Just in a few sentences, can you share what you've learned from the book?
Yeah. From the book, though we learned a lot of things from it, but the only part, most of the part that struck me was the part that said I was made for God's purpose and I was made to serve Him.
Good, beautiful, thank you. The book made us realize that we are not accidents, that we were created for a purpose, and there are 5 purposes that are written in that book. If
That's right.
the 5 purposes why God created us. There must be a particular lesson that stood out for you. It says that we are created to worship God. We are created to become like Jesus Christ. We were formed for God's family. We were created for missions. We were created for fellowship. Out of all these lessons that you've learned, which one really stood out to you among them? Which one can't you do without thinking about again and again?
That would be page 41. That's the 41, the one that says the envy trap. Talking about when you get to envy, you're just doing yourself more harm.
Thank
I
you.
got to think of the part that I get to sew clothes. I'm into tailoring. When I get to see people that maybe I started sewing before them, and I get to think of they're ahead of me. I feel like when did this person just start and the rest? I'll be like, let me try to measure up and the rest. But getting to read the book, I just got to like God just spoke to me like, see, like it does not matter if you started before then, like you just have to take it step by step, step by step. Like don't rush into it.
Thank you.
But if you get to envy, I just have like all the time I get to like try to measure up with their own standard and the rest, and it's not really helping. But I'm thanking God for the book.
Thank you very much. Yes. I remember the envy trap. Envy would never allow you get to fulfill God's purpose for your life, because if you keep
Yeah.
comparing, and the envy starts by comparing yourself with another person, and the Bible says that they comparing themselves with themselves are not wise. Thank you for that.
Yes.
Now when we're in this book for 40 days, I'm very sure they were challenging times, because
A
having to
lot
read
of
every
them.
day, dropping your review, you were one of the people that you were so consistent. I must tell you that you were consistent in dropping your review
Thank
every day.
you.
And despite the data issues, despite maybe time constraints, how were you able to cope with these challenges?
Well, it was not easy, just like you said, because then I was in school, coupled with the cold, like you get to want to sleep more, lectures here and there. So based on all of it, like a time came that I felt like I should just stop. But what helped me during then was I had to set my phone on alarm so I get to wake up on time and read it so as to, because I have lectures very early, 7 a.m. So I have to like hurry up, read it, write down the review. When I don't have time to type it that very moment. When I get back, I'll just have to do it. Those times it was really tiring for me, but God saw me through.
Wow, I'm impressed. Well done. Well done. That's very, 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 very Beautiful, very diligent task, because it's not just about reading the book. We want people to internalize it, to apply it, to, to write lessons learned. And I want to thank you for that action you took. In fact, this idea of using the alarm, it's a very good one. Well done. Now, have you been able to discover the purpose of your creation by reading this book? Have you been able to discover the reason why you were born after reading this book?
Yeah, part of it, I would say not all of it, but at least I've discovered some parts of it and I'm working towards it.
Beautiful. Now, would you recommend this book to anyone? Because we'll be
Yes,
starting a
ma'am.
series. Would you recommend it to your friends, to Rising Star members?
Definitely, I will.
Lovely. Thank you. And what is
The
your
book is a
advice to,
must read.
Sarah? Thank you. So, what's your advice to the next set of readers as we begin to round up this interview? What's your advice to them?
My advice I will be giving to them is not just to read, just as to drop the review on a daily basis, but read it so as to get to understand what the book is saying, what God is speaking, and another one so as to get your own journal, so as to write down every point from the book, not just writing it now and forgetting later, like a consistent something.
Thank you very much. You know,
Yeah.
um,
Um,
there is something I want to say about this book, and it's about your shape. Your shape.
okay,
There's
ma'am.
an acronym in the book that talks about shape. And the shape, it's an acronym. The S, your spiritual gifts. The H
Yes,
stands for your heart. What do you have a heart for? Your hair, your abilities, the things you can do. That P stands for your personality. For some people that are introverts, some are extroverts, and then the E stands for your experiences.
experience.
From this book, we were made to understand that your shape is what you should discover. It's what you should
Yeah.
try and use to know why you were born. I'd like to ask you, have you been able to know your shape?
Not all of them, ma'am.
All
Not
right.
all.
Good one. So this is I want to put this to you like a challenge as the year is coming to an end and as we're entering a new year to discover your shape, because that's the starting point. And I want to congratulate you once again for reading this book and being the winner of the episode 9 reading. As our tradition
Thank you
is, we'll
very
be giving
much,
the
ma'am.
cash gifts. The cash gift will be credited to your account. I want to use this money to invest in your abilities, some of the things you've read about, in what you have a passion for, so that 5, 10 years from now, it will be profitable for you. Like, I'm happy to hear that you're a tailor, you make dresses, so you could buy some fabrics with it, just do
Yes.
something worthwhile and make Jesus smile. Once again, want to congratulate you and encourage you to spread the news to your friends and family as we start the episode 10 reading of The Purpose Driven Life. God
Thank
bless
you,
you. Do you
ma'am.
still have anything to say or?
No, no.
All
I have
right, thank
nothing,
you.
ma'am.
God bless you and enjoy
Thank
the
you,
rest of the
ma'am.
festive season. God bless you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.